Yo! You're stuffing cattails with fluff for a convention. That's awesome. Like a scene setup or something? That sounds cool. What convention are you doing? I'm gonna leave the screen up for a little bit, by the way. I'm just gonna go through and make sure I have all my shit straight. I think I posted, and I think I did the tweets and the posting and the stuff. Oh, my man already posted my link in the Discord. That's amazing. Thanks, babe. Okay. I did that. I should probably post in my broadcast channel. Oh, so get this. I'm subscribed. Odari, are you subscribed to Star Wars Explained? By the way, I'm subscribed to this YouTube channel called Star Wars Explained, and I got a notification today that was like, oh, Star Wars Explained posted a new reel, and I was like, sick, you know? And so I go and watch it, and one of my paintings is in the reel. I almost freaked out. I sort of did. I did a little happy shuffle. And then I ran and showed my brother. That was pretty fucking cool. Make cat ears, cat tail, and hoodies. Oh! Nandesukan in Aurora, Colorado over the Labor Day weekend. That's awesome. When you said cattails, I'm from the country. I was thinking you were making like weeds for a show. You mean like tails? That's awesome. That's even cooler though. That's way cooler than what I was thinking. You know. Copy link. Let's go to Instagram. I'm live. Please come see me. Paste. Okay. Let's do the thing, shall we? We're working on Crash Bandicoot today. Stony, that was you, right? That suggested Crash? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was you. Yeah, Dari, I was like, what? It makes sense, I guess, because, like, if I do art, if I do official art, and then they make a reel about, like, the new content, then, it makes sense that it would be there, but it's like, I'm watching these YouTube channels for years as a fan, and then, like, I get to see my stuff in there, and I was like, oh my god! All I think of when they explain. Okay. Yes, I'm subscribed to Star Wars Explained. This is the way. This is the way! Alright, so, Stony, when I finish this, I'm gonna tag you in it. Like I tagged Candace and, Megalot in the other, you know? Unless you don't want me to. It's up to you, really. But I like to keep track. I should write it. I like to keep track of who requested stuff so that I can do a fun little shout out. What's your Instagram tag, Stony? What's your gram handle? I think it's just Stony Braswell, right? I think. Okay. I'm pulling up a little bit of reference here for the chest. The same. So it's like, is there any dots or anything in it? I think I thought it was just your name because I see it come up sometimes. But I just want to double check because I am so bad at remembering this kind of stuff. And your girl I will be like, thanks, Stony, and tag 2 other people. All one word. Okay. Yeah, I will tag 8 people that aren't you, but talk to you. That'd be a me move, for sure. I also want to make sure I got my creature concepts up because I do like to look at how other people interpret certain things. Come on, internet, what the hell? I'm live, and Pinterest is like, we can't show you anything. What do you mean? Driving me nuts. think I have a creature board, actually. I should have a creature board. I should. That has, like, cool interpretations of... Because, like, all of this needs to be much cooler than it is right now. And, it's kind of giving me grief. I almost worked on it a little bit today so you guys didn't have to see me struggle through it, but then I remembered if I don't show you the struggle, you know, am I authentic? You know, you guys should see sometimes. I'll try not to do it too often so it's not like wildly boring, but you know, show you a little real struggle, little suffering I go through. Because I want to do like his chest, but I want it to be weird. Like, I want it to be like concave, kinda. Which you can kind of see I've got going on. But, like, I want then the freaking muscles to, like, you know, kind of show up in an interesting way. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Because it's kind of a weird vibe I'm going for. Oh, that could be cool. Let's see that. How does this guy do that? That's really neat, actually. Yeah, okay. So here's an idea. This could be really sweet. So like, we'll do like the shadow. Just kind of like break this out a little bit. Like this is kind of 3D. Kind of pop these pecs out here. I want this to be uncomfortable. Like cause he's gotta be like skinny strong, you know? We want him to look like skinny strong, but we also want it to be like so riddled with muscle and strength that it's like undeniable that this guy could like rip your damn face off, you know? I don't know about your Bandicoot, but my Bandicoot tears people to pieces, you know? My Bandicoot is uncomfortable. I want that on a shirt and just let people I see in public guess what I mean. Hi, I'm Val and my Bandicoot is uncomfortable. I changed my mind. I changed my mind completely. We're not doing that idea. That idea is going to the scrap heap. We'll move on to different ideas. That's not, rightfully so. We're not going to do that one. That sounds like one of those openers for like the fucking like reality TV shows, you know? So my boyfriend and I have been watching Too Hot to Handle because it's hilarious. It's so funny. So we've been watching it, and that's like one of those things that they do, like they have like somebody, like this bikini chick come in and she's like in slow motion, she's like turning and flipping her hair, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Christina and I'm a wildcat. I get what I want when I want it, and my Bandicoot is uncomfortable." Mekdi, yo! You're lucky there isn't clipping here like on Twitch. Why do you think I chose this space, Mekdi? You'll never incriminate me again, Mekdi. You'll never catch me. ah, ah. Really? I don't know. I can't tell sometimes if I'm funny or if I just make myself laugh. Val, Jesus. I'm just saying. I don't know. I could be like the driest person ever. Maybe I've never made a funny, but boy, do I crack myself up. I feel like McD walked into like the tail end of that bit I was doing, and I don't know if any of that made sense to him. I don't even know if that made sense to the people who've been here for like the development of that particular shtick. So I imagine that McD's uncomfortable right now, for sure. Like the Bandicoot. Ugh, yeah. This is kind of fun we have here, though. You should have known. You should have known what you were getting into. If you had come from Behance, McD, I would be like, oh, sorry. But you know. You're from the out-of-pocket days, and you should have... you should have understood what you were going to get when you showed up here, sir. I'm fairly confident that entire bit only made sense to you. That's fair. That's fair. I accept this. I accept that. Do you not watch Love Island or Too Hot to Handle? Is that why? Is that why it didn't make sense? I like watching like trashy TV because I don't know, it amuses me a lot. There's a lot of wild people on reality television, and I don't know. It's a world I don't understand, and so I like to consume it in bite-sized parts, you know? Like, I'm just like, what is it like to be a social media influencer? Like a hot girl influencer? Like, what is that like? You know? Turns out, it's wild. It's really wild. You know? Like, I watch these girls, like, bat their eyelashes and, like, get everything they want, and I think that's crazy because, like, if I ever tried that, I lack the finesse. I lack so much finesse in real life that if I ever tried that, like, at Starbucks to get a free coffee, the barista would be like, "Ma'am, what's wrong with your eyes?" I could never finesse my way into free stuff. There's no way. So you mimicking one of the girls' intros make complete sense. Yes. I unfortunately sit in a Discord with a bunch of people and we watch them together. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. And Too Hot to Handle is hilarious because they always, you know, they always think that they're going to like a sexcapade island or something. And then like I don't know why it's so satisfying, but it's like all these people that thought they were gonna like do some crazy shit that weekend, find out what show they're on, and they all, like, it's not a normal reality TV show reveal, is it? It never is, because they're like, oh, haha, wow, drama bomb, and then they realize that, like, they don't get to win any prize money unless they keep their hands off each other, and then you can see, like, the supreme upset start to set in, where they realize, like, what it actually means, and I feed on it. Like, that's right, Jared! That's right, Bianca! See you live like normal people! You have to make friends now! You have to make friends now! Lana the Cone is my favorite part. Yeah, and she's so dry. She's so dry. Yeah. It cracks me up. I love it. I freaking love it. It's funny. It's funny as hell. I also like, it's kind of nice because like you can see we're watching one of this, I don't know. I can't remember what season we're on, honestly. I only know them by their names. But like we're starting to see like some of these people who are like, you know, I've never really slowed down to have a genuine connection with someone, and this is really nice, you know. So it's kind of neat to like watch them grow. But the thing is, the thing that's always at the back of my mind is like, these people are not, they're not gonna work out. It never works out. I can't think of a single one. Maybe in the history of, you know, reality TV, maybe there's one or two couples that stay together. I don't know, you know. But I don't think like that, no matter what kind of reality show you put them on, I don't think they're set up to, especially like Too Hot to Handle, I don't think that's set up to like really help people forge meaningful connections. Because like when you get out into the real world and you realize like nobody's in the back making magical pina coladas and like setting them out for brunch every day, and you have to like worry about money and clean your own house because you're not on an island in the Bahamas anymore. Like, reality starts to set in, right? Like, you might form a genuine connection when nobody has to go to work every day, but like, when you get home to the real world and you realize like, some guy named Claude isn't sashaying up in an apron to like deliver you a booze and a coconut, there's no, you know, the island of Love Island, you know, that masks a lot of stuff. We used to watch My Great American Gypsy Wedding. We called it Trainwreck. Oh, I'll bet. Is it season 4? Yeah, it's season 4. So I'm like, wow, these guys are making friends. I feel like it should be a friend, like if you really wanted to, and they don't really want to, you know, I'm sure. But if you really wanted to like help people forge connections, it would be a friendship show. You know what I mean? Like helping people develop actual friendships, and then like you leave the show as a happy grown-up because you have friendships now. But that's not what it's about. It's about drama. It's for the drama, folks. And I know it, and everybody else knows it, even if they won't admit it, so I don't feel bad laughing at it. Season 4 is iconic. Dude, so we're only a few episodes in, so no spoilers. I'm going to try not to spoil anything for it specifically, but it is kind of wild so far. We're probably, I might con him into watching some more. Well, I don't really have to con him. He's the one that told me. He was like, babe, do you want to watch trash TV? And I was like, yeah. So maybe we'll watch tonight. Okay, this chest is going to be sick. Look at that. Apparently the formula for like drawing stuff the way I want to draw it is to just talk about trash TV while I'm doing it. Just forget about the world. The real world. And just talk about Lana. Is it iconic? You can tell me though this. You can tell me this. Is season 4 iconic because crazy shit goes down? Or is it just for certain people that are on the show? Because like so far, it is the wildest season as far as like how much money people are losing. Like they're losing a lot of cheddar on this season. It's like, it's embarrassing how dumb they're being. Definitely looking more Crash-like. Yeah, because he's like, you know, he's like hunched over. He's got that Dorito vibe going. I almost feel like I want to like suck the stomach in a little bit more and make that, you know, because Crash Bandicoot's built like this. Your boy's shoulders are up here, and he's got his arms right, and then his body is just boom, and then he's got little pants on. That's Crash Bandicoot. And then he's got like little legs. He is a Dorito. So it's like, how do I make that a thing? You know? So I gotta try. I gotta try to like put his shoulders way up high. I'm gonna have to smooth that out. A mix of both. I feel like the number of ridiculous but memorable moments happens the most during season 4. Yeah, and you know, the first season had its drama just because it was the first reveal. But the problem with this is that they have to keep thinking up ways to disguise that it's too hot to handle, because nobody who wants to go on like a trip, like a, you know, a televised trip to have weird orgies in the ocean. No, they're not the kind of people that are like, you know what, I want a celibate retreat. That's not for them. So, like, you have to start disguising it, because they probably like to watch it, but they don't want to be on that show. No way, right? So I think this time, what's-his-face, the host, I think he literally loaned his own private jet to the show so that they could pull up in the private jet and it would look legit like a totally different TV show they were on. Like, they are working overtime to, like, really sell it as something different, and I think that is hilarious. That 16-second Crash Bandicoot is my second favorite piece of art of yours. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I worked really hard on that. I went to the University of YouTube for 8 years so that I could create a piece of art so glamorous. A lot of time, effort, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Do I give him nipples? I should give him nipples. I don't know. I'm already ruining childhoods with this painting in general. I don't know. They're subtle. No, they're not. I'm a liar. Those aren't subtle. Those cut glass. I'm sorry. I feel like I should write a letter of apology to somebody for these. Wait, can I draw nipples on YouTube? Is that illegal? Shit. The Stream Guardian I made? I still have that somewhere. I still have the Stream Guardian somewhere. It was basically the one that was like my head on a sphinx, right? Well, the nipples have already happened. I don't think I'm gonna get banned for that. It's a shirtless guy. I think for some reason only shirtless girls you get in trouble for. Because we're too powerful. Way too powerful for the naked eye. I feel like there should be more shadow here. Technically, it's a shirtless animal. Thank you, Stony. Stony, you know the drill. You're the kind of friend that, like, if I have to fib in a pinch, you just go along with it like it's real life. You're a good friend. Now I'm going to blend this in a little bit more. like I do want it to be connected. I don't want it to be like a ridge under there. But I do want it to be dramatically different. It's getting there. True. You too, lady. Lady would help me hide a body. I know. I know this. I can feel it in the Force. Not that I find myself in many situations of that nature. Perhaps. If I did, I probably wouldn't tell you guys, but, you know. Thanks. It's got to be particularly true, though. I'm also a terrible liar. So am I, but I feel like if the unit, like if me, you, and Megalot, me, you, and Lady are like all lying badly, the cops would just think we're a bunch of weird girls. Right? That only happened twice. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell them. No! No! Cho, no! You're not supposed to, haha, just a funny sound! Just a ha ha ha! Just a funny noise. Also, I am making the assumption, I have made the assumption this entire time, that Stony is a lady. Am I wrong about that? I don't think I've ever asked you how you identify. It's an assumption I made. And I've learned that I shouldn't do that because, I have a lot of nerdy women in my in my community that have turned out to be nerdy men. And I don't think it's entirely my fault because a lot of those people that I thought were nerdy women had like icons of girls as their picture. You are. Okay. Because it just dawned on me, like, if Stony is a dude or non-binary, they're just sitting at their house right now like, what? What are you talking about? I'm not in a girl gang. I'm not... Alright, well, now that we have confirmation you are officially in the girl gang, once you enter the girl gang, you cannot get out of the girl gang. We don't meet very often for meetings. Most of us are nerdy and or lazy. We may never see each other in person, you know, but we have the desire to, and we hold that close, you know. We will meet every Tuesday afternoon, unless we forget, which we often do. And if we decide that it's time for a heist, because the mood does strike us sometimes, we may or may not organize a heist, but chances are the plans will fall through because we're not very clever. Really, what the girl gang is we just like to say we're in a girl gang. That's really the gig. I am she, her, and married. Okay. All right. There's a distinct lack of motivation and go-getter energy in this girl gang. But like I said, we just really like to say that we're in one. So that's kind of... This shoulder's pissing me off. You know, you've noticed, I'm sure, how many times I've gone over this shoulder. I've done an entire chest, but the shoulder I've returned to like 4 times. It's one of those parts of my drawing that makes me think, do I know how to draw? I think I do. Okay. I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to merge all that. And I'm going to alter this Filter. Liquefy. We're in it for the support and stories. Yeah. Yeah. Really what we do is we read books and talk to each other about it. This is a bit, but I actually would love to have a club where we all just get together and read our books in silence, or like draw in silence. You know? Like just a bunch of people who are into the same stuff. Like we just get together and we don't talk to each other at all, so there's no pressure to like be sociable. And we just do our favorite things that we like to do in silence together. I think that would be really healthy for me and for other people, because sometimes I don't want to be sociable. Sometimes I don't, nothing personal. It's just, I don't always particularly enjoy that, and I feel odd a lot when I try to force myself to do it. But if I knew that I was in a room with a bunch of people who like the same stuff as me and we're just gonna like exist together and do that stuff, that would make me happy. I think I would enjoy that a lot. I'm down, sign me up, I'll bring the beer. Yeah, like there's snacks, and like we can agree verbally on things like in the group chat, like who's bringing what and how that's going. But then when we get there, we can just like, not that talking's not allowed. Maybe there's a talking section. That would be sick. I talk too much for that. Yeah, same too sometimes. It's just, that's why the talking section is cool, because if there's a talking section, then if we're in the mood for it, we can. But if we're not, then it's one of the goal is to have a regularly occurring function, like a social function, that I won't cancel on you for because I don't feel like talking to people. Because I cancel a lot of plans because I'm not in the mood to socialize. But if there's a non-socializing option at the function, ooh girl, I'll be there every time. And it would not surprise me if the non-talking portion of the event was populated by people who also didn't feel like wearing more than pajamas. And that would be acceptable. That would be okay. Would be fun with the right people. I also don't go to things like that. Me neither. But like I think about it sometimes and I'm like, that would be fun, because I hear about people doing like design meetups. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But then I would have to spend at least 3 weeks worrying about what I'll wear to it and if it'll make me look strange. And then I'll have to spend at least 2 days beforehand remembering how to walk in a straight line so I don't fall in front of people, As one does before a social function. I did practice walking a little bit before the Create Now event. I was like, okay, now I'm going to get in there. I'm going to walk like this. This is how I'm going to get out of the Uber. Don't fail me, feet. Make me look normal. They have these workplaces around, and I'm curious, but I don't have a need to go to those places. Yeah, I've seen like the workspaces where you can like go in the city, and there's like, like a co-op workspace kind of. Are those like, are you supposed to go to those for fun? I don't know how they work, Because I've seen them and I'm like, oh, that seems interesting. But it's like, do you go there, like, if you don't have a home office and then you, like, reserve a workspace and then that's your, like, your work office or something? Or, like, do people go and make friends there and talk? Last preparation was in vain since Uber was being dumb and I drove her instead. Yeah, the Uber was like, I'll be there in 8 minutes. And I was like, but I'm bad at managing my time and I have to be there in 8 minutes. I can't have you picking me up here in 8 minutes. So I need a ride. And he drove me. And it was really nice. And I realized I didn't want an Uber anyways. I was a lot less nervous about, like, presenting at the event because you drove me. I think some are office spaces, but there's also places where you can, like, borrow equipment to make stuff, like a studio. Oh, that's sick, actually. That's really cool. They don't have that in the country. They don't have that. But that's, I bet like further into the city, that's probably what some of those places are like. I would love that, actually. Like if I had like a big project to do. Oh no. I'm saving to my desktop real quick. I think that, yeah, if I had like a big project to do and I needed like a different kind of camera and I needed like a different sort of workstation for something, I think that would be really sick to be able to do. I might need to update my Photoshop soon. I keep saying that and then I don't do it. Hold on. I did just save it, so let me pop over here real quick. I need to restart my Photoshop and let me look. Let me see if it needs an update because it keeps like stopping and it doesn't let me use my brush anymore, and I can like open up the files and stuff, but my brush isn't working. Let me see. Stream starting. I should have BRB up. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Apps. Photoshop. Up to date. Maybe it's my Wacom. Maybe it's my Cintiq. I might need to do the calibration. My daughter is a Virgo and my mama was. I'm a Capricorn. Oh, I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. With the right people, indeed. I'm a Virgo. I know a lot of people, but my circle is small. Yeah, I definitely embody that Virgo vibe, for sure. Wait, I think we talked about this, Odari. When's your birthday? It would be coming up soon, right? Because my birthday's soon. My other daughter is satisfied. Do you mean Sagittarius? And my husband is Gemini. We got it all going on over here. Yeah. You got a variety going on. We need to put his pants on him. Oh, ha! Here you go. We need to put his pants on him. 14th. Oh my god, you're the day after me. No shit. I'm the 13th. The door phone. The darn phone. Stoney's phone is like, you can't have any fun today. Your words are mine. You're the 4th. Dama, dama, dama. Even though I really like the little hip dips I was giving him, I was proud of those. But if I multiply it or something, then I can still get the, yeah, I can still get the values that I had in there. So they still show it's just going to be tight jeans. What are you doing for your birthday, Odari? Grandkids coming to town or stuff like that? Family time? I kind of want to go fishing. Maybe. For my birthday. It's been too long since I've been fishing. I like fishing. And camping and stuff. Or maybe I'll like go to Yosemite or something. I don't know. I'm not good at planning stuff for my birthday. I forget it's my birthday all the time. Well, I won't forget your birthday, that's for sure, yeah. Nor I you, friend. That sounds fun, but it's too hot here. Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot here too. It's like muggy and clammy. And like, so Sacramento is surrounded by like rice fields and orchards. And so around this time of year it gets hot, and then everybody's working the produce and the rice and the peaches and stuff, the peaches and apricots, and the air is just, oh my god, the air sucks here. It's like hot, and then you go out and you just inhale dust, and then sometimes you think it'll be fine because it's like kind of wet outside, but it just isn't nice. It's just like humid heat, and that sucks. And if you have curly hair, forget about doing your hair nice for anything. Because you either get dust in your hair, or the humidity just makes it an afro. So, it's funny, it's cute that you tried to style your hair, but you have nature's style now. That's it. God forbid you try to straighten your hair. Oh, Lord. I remember in high school trying to straighten my hair, and then it was like crop season. I was like, never mind. Uh-oh. YouTube's doing that thing where it tells me I'm offline. And then it tells me I'm online again. It lies to me. I think maybe I just get buffering, but it's weird that it would tell me that I'm offline when I'm just buffering. I hate that. I'm gonna have to clean up these muscles because these muscles don't make any sense whatsoever. I'm just making grooves, but also his face needs some more value. You know, like his face is, I've started to like darken portions of him now, and his face doesn't have those dark values, so it looks odd. So we're gonna need to yeah, start to darken him in the face so that his face doesn't feel like it's hovering above his body. You're still here? Okay, cool. I can't remember when it hasn't been excessive heat warnings in Texas. Oh, you're in Texas. Oh, Lord. Miserable here, don't remind me. Yeah, McD knows. I'm going to chill at home with my wife and little O. I'm going to see a band I like called Death from Above, 1979 on the 15th. That sounds amazing. I feel like I've heard of Death from Above, but I can't recall, like, the music. Or maybe I just think it's a cool name and it's resonating with me. I don't know. Either way, that's a sick name for a band. Super sick name for a band. Allergies beating me up. Then the 106 afternoon hits and I cry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God awful. Yeah, it was. We did have that 106 day recently, and I think there's been a few. I've been hiding inside, so I couldn't say for certain exactly like what it has been. But like I'm inside. I have my fan on right now, and my air conditioning is on, and I'm like clammy. I've got the vapors, okay? Got the vapors. So I'm doing this part that brings me a lot of joy. This is one of my favorite things to do, is like when I kind of have the form of something going all right, and then I enter this mode where I'm allowed to like start placing values, like spots of light and contrast, just to like separate certain things from other places. And oh my god, I love doing that. Like pulling this out from the edge with like a little spot of light value. And it's one of my favorite things to do. Favorite things of all time. There's not a lot in art that compares to that task. I love it. I heard 26 days straight 100s. I'm not sure if that's exactly where I am. Oh, shit. That sucks. We just saw Queens of the Stone Age last Thursday. It was amazing. Queens of the Stone Age is also a sick name for a band. What? You gotta introduce me to some music, man. Sounds like you listen to the kind of stuff I need to be listening to. Is it like metal, or is it like folk rock, or like classic rock kind of stuff? Like, what is it? Queens of the Stone Age sounds like folk rock to me, but I don't know. She got the vapors! Yeah. That's what my grandma used to say. My grandma had a lot of funny sayings. I think she's got, like, talking about the vapors. I think that's like a old Southern folk thing, because that's like my Southern family. That's the kind of stuff they say. But my grandma also used to say, my hind foot. Like, I love that saying, my hind foot. That's a good one. What else? What else is a good one? My gran used to say, my hind foot. My grandpa used to say, Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas! Like, that was a good one. Jiminy Christmas cracks me up. I think it was like a fake, like, instead of saying Jesus Christ. Uh-oh! Riddicorn Yindisuk? That's a pretty interesting name. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thanks for subscribing. How's it going? Your head Queens of the Stone Age before, trust me. Have I heard Queens of the Stone Age? It sounds like it sounds like another thing that I would listen to. I'm really bad with names of stuff though, so perhaps you're right. and I know exactly what it is. And it's just not coming to me. Is it like Stoner Rock? Death from Above is a little harder. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good to know. Okay, the nose needs a little more oomph on it. Because all this stuff is just too bright for the rest of the body that I'm doing here. He needs the other eye desperately. He's in desperate need of the rest of his face, which means I have to get past my fear of ruining it and just put it in there. I just gotta do it. It looks better when this eye is real small, so I need this eye to also be small. Not bad. He looks like a dog, though. Maybe it's okay if he looks like a dog. I kind of thought he was a dog anyways. You know? Or like a raccoon or something. I didn't know a bandicoot was a real animal. It doesn't sound like a real animal. It sounds like a made-up sound. In my defense. Bandicoot. It's not real. Nice art. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping in and chilling out. I got a request, so I do a couple different request streams. And yesterday we did a show that I do on Saturday mornings called Saturday Morning Cartoons, and it's just where we get together and nerd out about our favorite stuff. It doesn't have to be cartoons. It could be, you know, our favorite Netflix shows, favorite video games, favorite movie franchises, you know, just all kinds of stuff. Books, whatever it is you like to nerd out about. And we talk about it, and I take suggestions from the chat for things, and I draw them. And Stony, who's in the chat right now, she suggested that I draw Crash Bandicoot, and if I'm gonna draw Crash Bandicoot, I'm gonna make him horrifying. So this is a Crash Bandicoot we're working on. And you're right, Stony, his snout is much longer and larger than this, and I was kind of debating whether or not I should do it. So let's try. Let's try to elongate it a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snag this, duplicate it, and I'm gonna instead of liquefying, let's warp it. Yeah, because he has that nose that like kind of comes up like that. Oh man, that might really make it great. Elongating that snout like that. Something like that, right? Because Crash, he's got that vibe, right? He's got that, like, we gotta give him his big eyebrows and stuff, but like that's his nose kind of scoops up, and I wasn't sure like how, like if I should do that interpretation really in it, but I think we should. And I'm starting to see now that I've tried it at your suggestion that it would be great. So we can like kind of bring this nose up. I think you're brilliant, Stony. Oh my god. Sometimes I don't know what I would do without, like, live streaming. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm sure Stony and Odari, you guys have probably been in the chat a few times when, you know, people, when we're, like, on Behance talking about, you know, improving in art and, like, building a career and all that stuff. And if you've ever heard me say that I think I would be a different artist entirely if I had never live streamed, this is what I'm talking about. Because, like, through live streaming, it's just different as far as the process, you know? Like, I might have finished this whole painting before you know, post it, and then somebody says, oh, you should, you know, you should lengthen the snout, or you should bring up the nose, or whatever. And then I probably would not go back and do it. I would just be like, oh yeah, that would have been cool. But, like, getting ideas on the fly while I'm in middle of painting something is, like, life-changing. You know? It's just so different. There's nothing like it unless you create in a space where people are hanging over your shoulder, you know, and like watching you create throughout the day. There's nothing to compare that to, really, unless you're in real life designing with people. I appreciate you as well. Yeah, dude, that's a great idea. I think I need to tweak it a little bit, but I do like that new shape, that new upwards inflection to it. And I think, you know, what else is gonna give the Crash Bandicoot silhouette, like, just kind of in keeping with your suggestion, is, like, just to add a little more drama to certain other places, because that added more drama to his nose, to his snout. And I think we also got to remember, like, it's gonna give him some recognizability if I throw his brows in too. So let's figure out how we're gonna interpret the brows, because we could straight up sculpt them. I'm thinking maybe we should do that. Like, we should just do, like, hyper realistic versions of the cartoon shapes, and maybe that might add a lot more readability to it. Because I was thinking earlier today, I was like, you know, I am liking what we've done here. But I was wondering, like, I had dropped in that sketch earlier of the previous episode of the mask. You know, like, hovering. It's gonna be hovering in this space here. And I was like, if not for the mask and the colors that I choose for him, would somebody ever look at what I've done and think, oh shit, that's a hyper real Crash Bandicoot? Like, am I conveying it? And I was trying to think to myself, like, what about my painting is not getting it there? And I think that in seeking, like, a more realistic vibe for it, and I've sacrificed some of the drama elements, and I should bring that back. Yeah, because he's got, like, these big ol' things, and some of the other, though, Crash's brows are just like blocks. Or not like the old ones. His brows are, like, a lot less defined. I really like this take on him. Thank you. Thank you. For some reason, though, every time I, like, glance at him, I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm also seeing Pooh Bear. I don't ask me why. Oh, bother. like I'm also getting a little Pooh Bear vibe from him, Dude looks awesome. Thank you! I'm pretty pleased so far. I think this is gonna turn out to be pretty cool. I would love to do a hyper detailed Pooh Bear sometime. I think that would actually be really fun. I'm having a hard time carving that eye out over there though, but maybe it's because I'm trying to hyper define something that's gonna be like on the side of his head more, and maybe I need to stop doing that. Maybe that's why it looks weird to me. I don't think it needs to be this dark over here though. I need to stop. I don't want to do that thing that I do sometimes where I hide what I don't understand in darkness. I don't want to do that. So let's do this. Sometimes I do this. I fill a layer, and I turn that layer on a lower opacity so I can see through it. And then I come in with like a red, and I go back to the basics, and I try to figure out what I'm trying to paint and why what I have down isn't right. Dude, you're making fried shrimp? That's amazing. You're speaking to my inner Louisianan. Liquid furry crash, yeah. Basically. You know, I'm becoming hyper aware of how often furries are mentioned in my stream. Okay, we're going back to basics here, see? I actually didn't do such a bad job, but this jaw needs to come out a little bit. That is actually pretty slick. Look at me, guys. Wow, I made that. I drew that with my hands. Holy shit, Val. Okay. I should put his eyes here. No. Hold on, let me think. I do like his eye there, but I want to play with it because it looks like it's too off center for where I have the rest of his head. Wow, we can't look at you because no cam. I know. Of course, the first thing I hear when I get here is that we're talking about furries. Yeah, you know, I'm just not gonna fight who we are as a unit. That eye is a little too big. I don't want his eye to be that big. I want his eye to be smaller. Sorry, guys. I was feeling myself. I was really proud of what I made. I feel like that, you know that meme, look what I made! Look what I made! I made that! Look what I made! I make cosplay accessories. That's right! That's what it sounded like you were talking about. Do you have, Stony, do you post your cosplay accessories on Instagram? I feel, this is so crazy, but I feel like I have learned more about you guys individually just from like a few days streaming on my own channel than I had learned about you streaming on Behance. And I'm so curious. Oh, his cheek needs to come out. He didn't have a cheek over here. Okay. Alright. And then this needs to, like, he does need, like, the big flare, stuff. But yeah, I'd love to see your work if you post your work. I was just thinking about that, like, I know Bex had shared, some stuff about, her work in the past previously, and I knew, you know, a little bit about Odari and a little bit about you as well, but I'm always, when I stream on Behance, I'm always teaching, and I have a time limit, and I have to get through certain content points there, so I feel like I don't always have the opportunity to really talk to you guys. And I knew I liked y'all before, but now that we get to talk more candidly here, I just like you guys even more. Okay. That is a pretty... let me flip my canvas. Let me make sure it's... Nope, that still looks good. That still looks solid. His hairline needs to come up. Like, his hair is starting down here, but his hair really needs to start, like, here. And come up more. Yeah! Yeah! Look at that! Look what I made! I think she feels she knows too much about me at this point, I'm sure. Jay, you are my fairy god cousin, and you know it, and I never feel like I know too much about you. Even when you're oversharing. I love you, Jay. I love you dearly. I do. So basically, Pokemon like Lucario and Zoroark are furries, so they're fair game now, I guess. You know what? We were just talking about how certain Pokemon don't look like they should be Pokemon. You were kind of there for the tail end of that, I think. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And you know what I need to do is I would like to not lose the shape, because I feel like I've drawn a really solid 3D shape here, but when I take my sketch off, I don't see a lot of that left in there. You know, I kind of lose it because everything's very soft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the transparency, and I'm gonna grab black, and I'm gonna make it black. I'm gonna Control S and save. And I'm gonna just turn this down on a lower opacity. Yeah. So that I can keep it. And I'll just paint over the top. Cough, ice cream trio. Oh my god. Oh my god. Star Wars Explained add me to their story? What? Stop it. That's so cool. Ah, I could cry. Oh my god. You are amazing. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Jesus. That's so neat. Ah! Okay, I feel good about having like toned it down a little bit so that I can really see what I'm doing. So let's kind of mess with this, shall we? Let's kind of bring this up from the forehead. Let's grab some of this darker value here and start working this in. Oh, that's so neat. That's crazy. And you know what? You know what? I was told many times that I shouldn't be doing fan art, that professionals don't do fan art, and that filling my portfolio with fan art was stupid. Mostly, I mean, I wasn't... the people that told me this were, like, not very nice people, you know? But like when you're a young artist, you're you know, you kind of in a position where you listen to people, or could, you know, find yourself listening to people that don't actually know what they're talking about because you're new to the space. And it can be difficult to parse through like what's true or not. But I got it's weird, like, and it was hard to kind of figure out because I was like, but people like my fan art, you know, and I like it when people enjoy my fan art, and I like making the fan art because I'm a nerd, you know. And they were like, if you don't have like your own OCs and like do all this shit, you know, and promote your own characters, you'll never find a job because companies don't want to see you do other people's stuff. They want to see you do your own stuff. And like I could see how that can be true in some situations, but like doing fan art has led me to some pretty cool things, and I did them for joy, right? I'm doing fan art for joy right now. I love this. And I think that if somebody tells you that you shouldn't be doing fan art and that it's not lucrative and it's not cool, you know, maybe there are people, I feel like their whole career is built off of the fan art they did, you know, so it's not like fan art's getting people nowhere. And maybe it is a good idea to put some time into your own OCs and your own characters and stuff, but I don't think that anyone should make you feel like the fan art that you do is useless and like you're not allowed to do it. I think that's screwed up. I think that the way that we learn as artists, the way we have learned as artists for centuries and centuries, for longer than centuries, is by copying what we see and showcasing what we love and expressing a passion for something bigger than ourselves, right? Right? And so you should do fan art. And I'm thankful every day that I did fan art, because there's a lot of stuff that I would not have been able to be a part of if I hadn't put time into fan art, you know, and showcased my passion for certain stories. And fan art is an expression of love, you know? Oh, Dari, I know you know this, because I've seen you do some really freaking fabulous fan art. Fan art is an expression of love. Because I can't imagine the joy I would feel if, like, I wrote a story and then somebody drew the guy in my story. You know what I mean? Like, I loved this so much. I sat down and made art of the scene from your book or what, like, that's all love. It's a compliment and it's awesome, And don't let people get you down if you like doing fan art. Agreed. I do fan art all the time. Yeah, hell yeah! I mean, fan art can display your artistic style. They know what the original looks like, but when you do fan art, you are showcasing that character in your art style. Exactly. It's like, you know, it's the same, to me, honestly, it's a lot of the same as, like, you know, people saying don't write fan fiction, write your own book, but it's like the amount of people that are getting published these days because they wrote fan art is out of this world. And yeah, you're dabbling in another IP, and you're using another story, or you're painting a character that you didn't design, but whatever, because you're still, as you said, you're still expressing your own style. You're still, doing something that is you. You're saying it with your own voice. Like, here I am, and I love this thing, and I think it's awesome to do fan art and to do fan fiction and to do all of those things. I think it's a great way to get into the groove of, like, learning how to express yourself in that way too. Like, I might not want to, I don't, for this is a great example here. I don't paint a lot of anthropomorphic characters at all, but I'm getting some serious fucking practice in right now doing this because it's Crash Bandicoot. This is my interpretation of Crash Bandicoot, and I probably would not have chosen to do this if it wasn't fan art. I do a lot of creatures and stuff sometimes. I do werewolves every once in a while, but most of the stuff that I paint, I used to do a lot more creatures when I streamed on Twitch. I did, like, creatures all the time. Maybe I feel like I missed that and I should do that more. But, this is an opportunity for me to, like, flex this muscle and to learn and to say it with my voice creatively. And that's a cool thing to do. Maybe somebody sees my Crash Bandicoot and thinks, oh, that's cool. She does, like, anthropomorphic creatures and characters. Maybe she could do this werewolf project because that Crash Bandicoot says to me that, like, she could do that. For sure, I see it. So why the hell not? Don't listen to meanies. Fan art can also help you build your skill. An example is how I do still life paintings or paint Pokemon when I do oil paintings, because it's letting me build my skills in painting. Yeah, put that time in and doing something. I think it's like doing fan art is also a really great way to do those still lifes, because, like, you might really not want to draw, like, a fucking basket of fruit, but if you have, like, a bunch of, Star Wars figurines and you arrange them in a still life and do that, that's still a still life, but you're painting something you love, and you're getting that time in. You're improving your artistic skill in a extraordinary way. I love it. Joshua, oh, it's good to see you, man. Welcome in. The gang's all here, y'all. We are working on a spooky as hell Crash Bandicoot. We're having a good time. We're talking about painting fan art and using fan art as an expression of creative passions, and doing fan art to improve your skill and all that good stuff. I got told a lot of crazy shit coming up in the industry, and I look back now, and some of the wackest advice I ever got was from people I realize in hindsight were not eager for me to do very well. You know what I mean? Like they were people who kind of just liked the sound of them talking, and they weren't actually giving me good advice. They just wanted to have something to say. And the thing is, when when you're a new artist and you come across people like that talk like they know what they're talking about, you might fuck around and actually believe them, and then like be stressed out for a long time before you figure out that they're full of shit. I've met a lot of people that were full of shit along the way. Unfortunately. And I think that the best rule of thumb now is that if you encounter someone that gives you advice which steers you away from the creative thing you're most passionate about, I think that their advice is horseshit. I think that means that they're full of it, because I've gotten advice that was difficult to follow, but the bad advice that I got was like from people telling me that I was not allowed to follow a particular passion. And I think that that's crap. I met so many people like that too. Yeah, you know, it just like, where I'm like, I think you just like to be the person making a point, but I don't know if you know what you're saying, or you're not considering that other people make art differently than you. So you're saying what's right for you, and you're presenting it as fact that all other creatives should follow. And that's not chill. You know? That kind of advice really messed me up for a lot of years, because I thought that those people were right, because when they said what they said, they had more confidence than I felt. That's really what it was, is like a contrast of confidence in a creative space can sometimes make people seem like they have more information than they actually do. Made a little bit of fan art recently. Hell yeah! What'd you make fan art for? What'd you do? Well, Star Wars Explained apologized for not tagging me. And I was like, dude, I was so happy. I was not upset in the slightest. I was just like, look at this. This is cool. Oh, he's a nice guy. He's nice, guys. You modeled a lightsaber? Was it like a fan design, or was it a specific character's lightsaber? That's awesome. You know, I haven't painted lightsabers. What's up with that? That's weird that I haven't done that. Huh. That's super weird that I haven't done that. I should draw some lightsabers. Do you guys want to draw lightsabers with me? You posted on your Behance page? Put your link in the chat. Put your link in the chat. Cause we could, can't you on Behance, can't you do like add your work to a collection with people? We could all draw lightsabers and then make like a lightsaber collection. Because I bet you Odari would paint some lightsabers. I'll paint some lightsabers. I bet you Chris Blackstock would paint some freaking lightsabers. I bet you Paco would like do photography of lightsabers. Paco has a bunch of lightsabers, guys. Paco's super cool. Dari's doing it. I would love to do a new design a new one. Yeah, hell yeah. Sam had one and showed us how to do it. Amazing. We should all do lightsabers. Yeah, can't you... I'm trying to think. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, posted in the same project, right? Like, can't you make a collection and be like, here's all the stuff from this collection? I think you can do that, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different site. You guys tell me. I think. But I mean, either way, it'd be cool to like do a team project even. And just get some of the homies together from Adobe Live and just like have fun making some freaking lightsabers. I would stream that. I would stream it, and we could all like chill out and draw some cool stuff. Did you hear that Samuel L. Jackson got to pick his color? Yeah. Hey, lady, if you look it up, there's like somebody posted an old footage of like the moment when Samuel L. Jackson told George Lucas that he wanted a purple lightsaber, because he was like, what about purple? And Lucas was like, no, that's not how it works. It's red for bad guys, blue and green for good guys. And he's like, but I could get a purple one. And George Lucas just goes, we might be able to get you a purple one. and then what do you know? I don't know if I like those eyes, but I'm gonna take that shine out because the shine's bugging me. But we'll think about it. You can. I do it with DTM on Behance. Oh, sick! Okay. I bet you DTM would draw a friggin' lightsaber. I bet you DTM would draw a lightsaber too. I bet you Wade Acuff would draw a lightsaber. I bet you Cody Bear would draw a lightsaber. Can you imagine a Cody Bear lightsaber? Derail, what's up? Thanks, man. Yeah, we're chipping away at it. We're chipping away at it for sure. I'm getting real excited about it. You know what I need to do? I need to take a quick break. I need to run and grab another bottle of water. I'm parched. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes, maybe less. Let me save my work. You kind of want to see a Cody Bear lightsaber now? Yeah, me too. I bet it would be so cute. Cody watches Star Wars. Cody likes Star Wars a lot, actually. I also, okay, so you know how, like, we have nicknames, like Star Wars nicknames in the chat sometimes? We need to start calling Cody Commander Cody, okay? Can we start this? Because she loves clones. It's true. True facts. So, Operation Cody has a nickname now, and we gotta start calling her Commander Cody. Would hers be brown or gold? I feel like Cody's would be gold. Commander Cody it is. Hell yeah. Okay, she's gonna be so excited. Next time she streams. Wait, does she stream? Does she stream next week? Does she? Well, this week technically. Hold on, let me see. Let me look at the schedule. I think does she stream tomorrow? Let's see. No, it was last week. It was last week because I'm this week. So next week, when she does her show, it's Commander Cody from now on. She streams on her own channel though, on her YouTube channel. Do you guys follow Cody on YouTube? She's been doing live streams. Here. Give Cody a follow. Yeah. That's gonna be sick. Oh, you know what? His arm's not really coming from an armpit. That's why his shoulder looks weird. But yeah, Cody would do a dope lightsaber. I'd have to make my lightsaber purple. You know, I would definitely have to do purple lightsaber. I think honestly now I want to paint a lightsaber. Maybe I could start a sketch. But then I'll be here all night. Maybe I should save it. I'll save it. I'll save it for, we'll do a stream. We'll do a lightsaber stream. You know what would be super freaking cool is if, like, we did, like, a legit Adobe Live show where everybody is painting lightsabers together. Because then, like, we could reach all of our friends and be like, all right, guys, let's do it. I will let my favorite color determine if I would have been evil. Is green good or evil? Green's good. Green's good. Green's a good guy color. Green's totally a good guy color. Oh, that looks so much better. Like down like that. How is one of the other ones was like? I feel like it coming down instead of like out at an angle works better. Maybe it looks very similar. I don't know. That looks, I think to me it looks better. Could even carve it out a little bit more. Just like a change in value in certain places. Like we could even skim this up. I wonder what that would do. Yeah. That's starting to look better. Like kind of changing that angle, shaving it off a little bit. I was like making it like really hunky, but it didn't match the other one very well. It was a little strange. Cause like, Bandicoot's shoulders are like up by his neck. He doesn't really have a neck, does he? He doesn't really. So I'm not with the cool people on the dark side. You can be, because there's some people that have had green lightsabers and don't have green lightsabers anymore. There's also people, I mean, you could be like a Grievous type and you fight with a green lightsaber because it's a part of your collection of lightsabers you robbed from good guys. Just roll up to the spot like General Kenobi and whip out like 4 green lightsabers. I don't know. You can literally do what you want. General Grievous does whatever he feels like. Hey Val, do you remember I drew you as Empress Palpatine? It's on my Behance page. I do, and I talk about it a lot. I tell people about it all the time. It made my whole day. I could never forget that. Okay, it's missing something. Like it has substance. It has substance, but there's something like maybe here, like a little bit of, like maybe this side of the waist isn't supposed to be as dramatic as I'm making it. Like it kind of has to. No, maybe it was fine. Maybe it's fine. I'm gonna kind of mess with his ears a little bit. Vellum, tell him what you wrote on the Adobe Green Room chalkboard. Yeah, I wrote, Valpatine was here. I did. So everybody wrote their name, and I wrote Valpatine. I drew Wade Solo. That's amazing. And Jack the Donut Jedi also. That's amazing. Yeah, lady, you could totally be a lightsaber thief if you want to be from the dark side, and you could have a green lightsaber and then it's just green because somebody else was a good guy. You don't have to be a good guy with a green lightsaber. You could be what you want to be. Bad guys with green lightsabers are allowed in my book. That ear is ticking me off. I'm using the object selection on this. Because I want to paint behind. And I have this bad habit of, instead of erasing, I'll just paint with white around the edges because it's easier to select white while I'm painting, like when I'm on a roll. And I do that by accident sometimes. I just did it. Over the years of playing D&D, playing the good character like me in real life isn't fun. This year I have a taste for the dark side or more corrupt characters, and it is delicious. I agree. Let it flow through you, lady. You're a Mandalorian and you rock a purple lightsaber? This is true. He's not lying. He means that. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Now the last thing I want to do before I start adding a little bit of color is... What the heck? Is it doing that thing again? No, it's not. Oh, I'm painting under because I'm a dingbat. I'll paint out some of this. Some of these lines. Maybe I can add color now. I don't have to paint all this out. I can do that after I add color. Oh yeah, Odari, you can post pictures in the chat if you want to share. No, it's not in my Discord. Oh, we were gonna give him an earring. Yeah. Mess with the shine here. And then I'm gonna come in with my lasso real quick. And I'm gonna define some of these weird edges. Then we're gonna select inverse, and on another layer I'm gonna do the same thing but like parts of the head. That's pretty cool. Let's mess around with color now, because I'm feeling it. I do be feeling it right about now. Okay, let me snatch all this up. All right. We might need to do some, yeah, we need to do some cleanup. Here, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to duplicate that and merge that like I've been doing. And I'm going to go around with a shape. And I think, was it you, Stony, if you're still here? Was it you, Stony, that told me yesterday you do the shape thing too, or was that Bex? Because I've painted this and some of it's kind of transparent because I'm not painting it like full opacity. So like I like to make a shape behind everything. That kind of follows what I'm doing, and then like paint bucket in an opaque color of the background and merge it so that it's fully opaque. Bex, posted the link to my lightsaber fan art on the Discord. Oh, hell yeah. Is it considered a mohawk? Dope stuff, Val. I think it is considered a mohawk, yeah. Yeah, let me go to, hold on, let me go to the Discord and peek at stuff. Selfies. Oh, Dari, you are such a badass. You are so cool. That's so cool. Look at this. Ah, you're amazing, dude. You're so cool. Oh, that's sick. And did you, who is that? Joshua, you posted a link to your lightsaber fan art in the Discord. Where did you post it in, like, Voodoo Room or oh, the art sharing. Let me go look. Oh, man. That's dope, bro. That's so good. That's awesome. You modeled that? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Well done. Both of you. Oh. Good stuff. That's sick. I gotta show you guys some of the helmets and stuff that I got. Oh, so, I meant to post about it, and I didn't. I was thinking about doing a live stream, on, Instagram tomorrow. Cause I'm, like, kind of cleaning out my office and organizing it. And I wanted to be able to stream more, like, without my green screen and, like, show you guys my office with all my collectibles and stuff, you know? But I gotta organize it. And so I was thinking that I would, you know, clean it up and then tomorrow do a live stream because I'm gonna have to organize my figurines and stuff. I'll just stream while I'm organizing my figurines in my office. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in that? Little nerd stream? What time though? I was trying to think of like what time would be best for everybody. I could do it around like this time, like the when I started this stream, like at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Does that work for you guys? You, sir, are a god or a Sith Lord. Could be either. You've been spending a bit of your time being a nerd. Yeah, I do be nerding out sometimes. I do. Alright, let's see what we can come up with here. I am gonna eventually put in that other arm. I'm trying to think of like what color we should do. I'm thinking we should do like a green in the background because we can do like jungle stuff. It doesn't have to be jungle stuff. It could just be like color, just like colors of jungle things. Kind of saturated, but you get the idea. Like, just do a bunch of like stuff back there. Could like throw that on a blur, like a Gaussian blur. That's 7 my time works for me. Sick. Yes, this time is great because it's 7 p.m. in Delaware and I'm home with the kids by then. Perfect. Alright, alright. That's what I'm gonna aim for. Sick. And I'll have my, like, it'll be on Instagram, so, it's just easier that way because, it's something I can do pretty quick. And I can just turn it on and it's not, like, I don't have to set up overlays or, you know, chroma key or, you know, anything like that. So I'll just have my little phone stand up and I'll go live. And then it's easier too with the phone because if I want to, I can pick my phone up and I can walk it around my office and look at stuff. This time, best time, sick. My man is looking sick. Yeah, dude, I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm gonna kind of, oop, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna kind of bring this down a little bit. We still gotta put the mask into, but we can do that later. Let's group this and clip some more to the group. Great clothing mask. Shit, I completely forgot what time it is. We've been streaming for longer than 2 hours. Usually I aim for like 2 hours, but I want to add some more color to this. And start getting it like really making it, you know? Because I haven't added like the kind of final details I really want. Oh, multiply looks nice. Or darken. We'll go with multiply. And he's like more tan around the mouth. And then he's more orange over the shoulders. So we gotta try to finesse that a little bit. So if he's like yellow here. And like the way to do it could either be lightening this part, which I don't know if lightening the front part would be the best. Well, let's do that, but let's darken the shoulders too. No, because he's already super light, so like putting that there just looks kind of weird. So let's do it the opposite way. Let's come in with like a reddish orange. It's gonna look weird for a while I experiment with these colors. I gotta get a charger or my phone didn't die. Oh no! Oh! Okay, we're gonna mess with this. was that? Pin light? That's cool, because I'm actually like really painting him in with the pin light and getting that orange he's supposed to be on top. And then I can kind of make it, instead of making it like yellow fur underneath, let's make it like yellow kind of skin tone. And more orange. That's super yellow. I don't know if we want it that yellow. But we could at least do like an undercolor that's that yellow. Because this is like hyper saturated, honestly. But we can fix it. Just get it in there. It's actually not that bad. It's just not exactly what I want. So let's play with it. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Oh shit! Suddenly a bandicoot! I'm butterflying the shrimp now. Sorry, not talking. Oh, that sounds delicious. That's a perfect excuse if I ever heard one. Sorry, can't make it. Butterflying shrimp. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay. Let's make these pants. He has like jeans on. This does straight up look like Crash Bandicoot now, right? Especially after the colors. It does. I think so. You know what would be great though is if instead of his arms off camera, is if we added in like, because he has like these. Hold on, I'm gonna do a sketch real quick. Like his gloves. You know, like get his hand in there. Or like the other hand, maybe. Have to like mess with. I'd have to erase part of his hand the way I've drawn it, or his arm, but that could work. Let's go ahead and group this, duplicate it, and merge one. Oh, that'll look good. Give him some clawsies. Dark claws. Talons. Oh, shit. That's sick. Oh, no. He's here, y'all. Oh, man. That's it, bro. That's definitely gonna be part of it. Because you get his hand in there. Oh, oh. I knew I could draw. I knew I could draw, guys. What? Oh yeah, he's in like a whole pose now. He's a whole ass guy now. Oh, I see you, Bandicoot. Start making this look like soft fur, you know? Start getting that fur texture in there a little bit pretty soon, and that'll look, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I see you coming out. I'm coming out. Ah. Yum, 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 yum. Got to let it show. This looks amazing, by the way. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this. I'm having a great time. Give him some little pants details. Little pantsies. Oh, yeah. I like this. What color? What color do we make the nipples, guys? Maybe just a slightly darker orange. Yeah. Yes, I think so. Hold on. I'm looking at it. Let me look at it. Okay. I was gonna put the mask. We can still put the mask. The mask can still go there. We can even have the mask, like, depending on what we really want to do, we can even have mask eventually, like, go behind part of his finger. You know, like his fingers on one side. Oh, that looks like he's holding it! Ha! Accident. It looks like he's holding the mask, which is kind of cool. I mean, I know the mask floats, right? The mask floats. We know the mask floats. But to have him holding it would be cool because he doesn't he grab it and throw it on? Or does the mask, like, fly at him? I don't know. I think this is cool. This is kind of a cool vibe. It's difficult, though, because he's brown and the mask is brown. So it's like, how do I gotta make sure that the two don't blend into each other. Like so, you know. So we're gonna have to render that in a way that where, like, you know, it's not lost. The details and stuff aren't completely lost. Too cool for school. Now I want to play Crash. Yeah. Thanks, Liquid. Thanks. I'm really loving it. I'm having a good time. This is like, I'm super proud of myself. Shout out to Stony. Man, this was a great idea. Okay, yeah, he'll have the mask. Let me pull up reference for the mask. And we'll take some of this green. I'm going to leave a lot of this sketchy down here because I know that I'm not going to have time to, like, I wanted to finish this painting today, but I don't think we're going to get to. However, we definitely have a really good starting point for the next time. That's kind of creepy. I feel like the mask maybe needs to be settled until, like, not try to detail it, because I'm not, you know what I'm not good at? I'm not good at, like, throwing stuff down in absolute color first. But let's grab, like, some orange. Maybe just get a majority of it in here first. And then tweak it. That looks crazy. That looks downright crazy. We're gonna take the face off for a second. We'll put the mask in there eventually, but for now, we'll just put, like, the wood and the feathers. Because I'm gonna need to spend some time with it, you know. Do like that. And I kind of want a nicer curve to this. Yeah. We'll get those. We'll get them, you know. We'll get them in there. I can, in fact, hold on. You know, it's the use of like all of the throwing them in different colors that's kind of throwing me off. But if I sketch it all in the same color, then I can make it a little more dynamic. Yeah. Boom. We'll get them in there. That could be cool. So we could have, hold on. Let me grab just to see. We can like hover this around and see what. It could also be cool to put it back here. Let's see what that looks like. Because that could also be interesting. Like if it, because you know how it follows him? That could also be really cool. Like if we just shrank him down. We could have the mask like hovering back here. That might actually be cooler. Like a little more dynamic. So we're not covering up pieces of, like pieces of him, you know? And then we would just have to, you know, come in to here and like kind of flesh out his, where is he? Yeah, he's right here. Where's, can't see on the freaking, there he is. We would have to come in and like make sure we flesh out his arm, right? You know, but that could work. I might like that better. What do you guys think? Finally catching a stream. Oh my god, Mr. Buckets! Hello! Hi, Buckets. Oh, I was actually getting ready to take off pretty soon. Is this a good time for you? Like, is it, because I started streaming 2.5 hours ago. That's typically when the new Val streams begin. Are you like busy with other stuff until now? I'm trying to find like the best possible time for me to go live. for new fam and old fam. You know, like, when is the best? Trying to find the sweet spot for, like, where I don't have to, where I'm not excluding people and streaming for the best possible, because I'd like more of the old folks from Twitch, you know, to be able to come in, but I used to stream so much later. If I stream on the other days, starting 2.5 hours ago, is that a chill time? Because this is where I'll be, and it'll be, the later streams will be Saturday, or Friday, Saturday? No. I don't know, when do I stream? Friday, Sunday is when these later streams are, and there is the one stream in the evening, or in the morning at 11. a.m. Pacific, but I'm trying to have at least most of them in the evening. Cracking my back. I just catch them when I can. Sadly, my schedule changes too much. Oh no! I know that feel. I do know that feel. She has her YouTube schedule posted so you can click on notify me for each of them. I do. I'm much better about my schedule now than I was on Twitch. Buckets. Oh, much better. Because back then I was like, I'll stream tonight, and then I start my stream at like 10 p.m. and stream till like 4 in the morning. You remember that? Do you guys remember that time? You remember the Path of Exile days? Were you guys, I think you guys were around for Path of Exile days. Do you remember when I was streaming Path of Exile and I accidentally streamed for like 13 hours? I was like so on the grind for that game. And I played it for a while. And I was like, I guess we're gonna be up all night playing this game. And we just stayed and played for forever. God, the young days. Yeah. I wasn't. Cho was playing with me. Dude, we played the hell out of that game. I gotta fix the anatomy of whatever's going on here, but because it's weird, but I don't have the energy to fix it. That's looking good though, bro, isn't it? That's looking hella good. I am gonna have to take off though, and I hate to take off right when Buckets jumps in, but I'm hungry. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream around this time on Instagram, not here, on Instagram, and I'm gonna hang out in my office and show you guys some of my collectibles and reorganize my shelves and stuff like that, and we can chill. It'll be like a just chatting kind of show, but it'll be fun because then I can show you guys some of my cool things. And we can talk about nerdy shit, you know, it'll be good. A little change of pace. Should be fun. I do want to try to like... kind of, I don't know if I want to do like full eyes or if I want them shrouded in darkness. I'm really not sure. I really don't know. I feel like that looks lame with his eyes in like that. Maybe not. Nah, it looks kind of lame. I gotta work on that. See how we're gonna be doing that. This looks cool though. This looks so cool. We're getting there. Boy, we are getting there. Okay. I'm gonna save that. I'll post a whip maybe tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. And I will see you guys for a nerd live stream tomorrow on Instagram at 4. I think you guys are all following my Instagram, but just in case, here's the link. And then I have Create Tips on Tuesday, so you guys should also, let me give you the link to the Adobe Live YouTube. So I'm doing a 1-hour show at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Adobe Live, and it is called, let me scroll through here. I can actually link you the thing so you guys can tell it to notify you if you want. Where is it? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. It should be on the schedule. Home. Where's the schedule? Upcoming live streams. It's not up yet. It's not scheduled yet. But it'll be there, and it is going to be based on like how to let your audience know that you have a new creative skill that you're taking work for. So I am going to be doing a real life skill that I have that I would like to advertise, and I'm going to be going through a bunch of my art and creating a carousel post for Instagram to showcase like basically a new artistic package that I offer, and talking about marketing one's art on Instagram and all that good stuff. And if you want, you can show up because there'll be a remixable template link which you can check out and create along with me. So anybody in the chat, if you guys are creatives at all and you're looking for templates and stuff to market your work, that's a great place for free resources. So we're going to do that. And then I'll also be streaming on Thursday. I'll be hosting Alex Haig. And then when the weekend comes around, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be back over here on my YouTube channel doing stuff. So should be fun. All right. Much love, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a blast, and I'll see you guys soon.